gotta do a part 2 of my AM workout. I can't stand part 2s. But here we go. So I was saying, should you get up in the morning? Should you get up in the morning and eat a breakfast? Yes. And then fast? Yes. And then go to the gym on an empty, fasted stomach after breakfast? Fatty protein and potassium and water? Yes. And sodium? Yes. But who the frack can get up and work out at 10 a.m., which would be the optimum time to work out to what? Get the business and to build muscle and to repair your body, your hormones, your enzymes, your pathways. Yes. Not that many of you guys can do that. So for those who cannot, let's come up with a better strategy. So how are we going to do it? Let's just say that let's do a, for you guys who've got to work, and the only time to work out in the morning, you're going to get up, you're going to have a fatty tea, and I was saying like a small little bite of an LCT, like a egg yolk, that's easier to digest, and then an MCT, like coconut oil or pure MCT oil. Now, one of my favorite brands is called Now Sports, because it's just random, and I don't see them try to promote every second. But that doesn't matter. I mean, everybody's out there trying to, cha-ching. But I digress. Bink. Okay, so what you want to do is have a medium chain triglyceride, an MCT, probably in a fatty tea, and then you've broken the fast to some degree. You don't put your body under this famine stress of fasting all night and then fasting again and then forcing your body to work out. How does that make sense? So you're going to break the fast. Even if you're going to the gym semi-fasted, you're still going to break the fast. Then you take your butt to the gym, and the very second, I was saying in the other video, and I have no idea when it got cut off, but the very second that you get done working out, you're going to eat. And you're going to tell the subconscious body, brain that's still very primal, that there is no famine. So there's no need to slow and crank down your metabolism because you are finally breaking the fast. Because every time you work out, even if you're a carb burner, it's a no-brainer. It's really stressful on the adrenal glands. It's just really awful. And it's very difficult to keto adapt in that way. It just is. So sometimes I tell people, why don't you keto adapt? Start the very first process of that when it's the weekend and you don't have to go to work. Because then you can go for a couple of days and break the fast and then eat, then go work out later or not work out because it's the weekend, and then allow your adrenal glands to kind of catch up with the idea that you just freaking took away its freaking juice. You took away its carbohydrates. And then you're like, hey, take the ketones, and the brain's like, I want my freaking crack pipe of carbohydrates. So, so people are like, but what about me? I have to work out in the evening. And I'm like, well, you're kind of SOL. Because a lot of you people, unless you're young with healthy adrenals, now if you're hung, did I say hung? I did not say hung. Oopsie. If you are young with healthy adrenals, yes, because I get some dudes on my Facebook like, dude, man, like, I drink like rock star. I drink a Red Bull, I have coffee, I go work out in the night, and I'm freaking juiced. I'm not juiced. I'm cut. I'm whatever. Diced. That's the word they say. But like I said in my other video, like, call me when you're close to 50, yo, and let's see if you so diced. Let's see if you start to develop like man boobies. Alright? Because that's probably what's going to happen when your testosterone goes, help me, because your adrenal glands are jacked. It is what it is. It is what it is. And if you don't understand it, start researching what the adrenal glands do to create balance in the body. It is what it is. Okay, so, summary. All right, for those who can, and basically for you people who are not working out, I've got a woman who's like, well, I haven't worked out because I broke my pinky toe. And I was like, okay, what about the upper body? She's like, oh, well, I can't because my elbow hurts. And I was like, elbow, okay. So using your elbow and flexion extension hurts. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, what if you were to do lateral raises? Does that hurt your elbow? And she said, no. And I said, well, we're going to do some lateral raises. We're going to do some front raises. We're going to do some back extensions, right? Can you keep your elbows static in a fixed position? She said, yeah. And I said, we're going to put a book under your pinky toe, and we're going to turn your toes out into a sumo squat. See that? Sumo squat. And you're going to have a book under your foot, so you are forced to press on the heel as you sumo squat. Now what? Can you do some crunches on the floor? There is no reason why anyone should not work out in some capacity. Just because you can't do one thing doesn't mean you can't go around that to another. Hence, I've got a busted knee, but I've been working on that business. Yeah? Yeah. Can't run, jump, lunge, or squat. But I'm telling you, I will not allow my shite to fall, because your body is a reflection of your mind. My mind is keep getting up and keep getting going. All right. So, summary, get up, break the fast with something. If that's by taking an MCT and a T form, awesome. You want to do fat bomb? Awesome sauce. Okay? If you want to do like an MCT in coconut milk, awesome sauce. Here's a point. We want to get an MCT in your system to break the fast, even though I prefer fatty protein. The second you get done, you're going to eat. Now, for those who can't eat, eat! Get up! Break the fast. Get your cortisol rhythm in the right order in the morning. Break the fast. Give your adrenal glands a rest. Don't force your adrenal glands to crank out adrenaline and then cortisol and then break down the muscle, convert it, take the amino acids, convert it into glucose to then raise your glucose levels back up to then make you become insulin resistant because you're eating the standard American diet. That won't last. You're going to age on that stuff. I'm just saying. All right. So, fasting, wake up, fasted empty stomach. Is that the best way to burn fat? Contrary to what you have been told? Oh, hell no. That really puts stress on your adrenal glands. And a lot of you guys already have metabolic derangement or damage, so that's just going to damage it even more. And that's why every time you go to the gym, you see people who don't have any gains or progress on the treadmill. All right, guys, I probably left out more, but this was a randomness. So if you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com or Stephanie the Business Person. And my Facebook, I like to get conversations going and answer questions on my wall. Because a lot of you guys start inboxing me. I'm like, okay, I cannot answer 50 people on my Facebook, and then my other Facebook, and then on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Or you can go to my Instagrammy, where I like to kind of exhibit more photography, and it's not so stress like YouTube to get the knowledge out there. It's more fun. It's the millennials. And that's Stephanie Ketogenic. Okay, guys, I didn't want to do a part 2, but I just did one. Peace out. Dink.